Hello friends, and welcome to my channel. This week I am planning out the week of February 28th through March 6th using this Scribble Prints Co. Magical 50th kit, which is Kitness Girl Jess art. This is the week that I went to Disney World with my friend Jessica for Miss Jess Plans, or Magically Miss Jess, I believe are her two tags. I will link them down below for you. So this is going to be a long plan with me. Before we get into it, I would just like to ask you guys a little bit of a favor. I'm really making it a goal of mine this year to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help in that. Ways you can help me are to leave a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate any help we can get. I am pulling in this planner Pixie Co. Silver Hollow Pixie Pack from her shop. It has tons of foiled Mickey goodies, and I just love pulling in her foil bundles. For special weeks, I also have these two full box overlays from Planner Pixie Co. and then that quote bottom washi, and these overlays are from Plannahannah. And then I just have a bunch of various sheets from Caress Press, Sticky Essentials, A Glittery Life Plans, the Sticky Committee, and I think Planner Pixie Co. I see some Scribble Prints Co. Just anywhere I've had Disney silver foil from, I have pulled it for this spread. Now this is going to be a 100% voiceover spread. There is just far too much planner math involved for me to even think about talking live through this. Not to mention there was already well over 3 hours of filming footage to edit for this plan with me. So when you see that I got it down below 40 minutes, just know that I had over 3 hours of filmed recorded footage, so that does not account for how long it took me to format the scripts, how long it took me to pull the character stickers, and planner math at all for how many extenders I needed each day. Jessica and I do kind of go a little crazy in the parks, and I just need a ton of extenders, okay? Also, if you are a artist in the planner world, or you draw anything in the planner world, please, can we get more Disney specific ride stickers? There's none for Thunder Mountain. I have found one for Space Mountain, but it's teeny tiny and it's from Plannahannah. There's none for the People Mover. There's just tons of rides that there's no good icons or doodles or characters to use for them, and it just makes it so hard to plan out these weeks, which I realize is a total first world problem. I'm not even here to debate that, but if you have the ability to draw them, because my artistic abilities aren't up to par at all, or I would do it, please do, because I've scoured the internet for some rides and I just can't find anything. So that's my little, I guess, rant about that. I don't really know if that's a rant, but let's talk about some specific things that happened in the Disney trip, because in the day by day, I'm not going to have time, I don't think, to go into full-blown story mode here. But on the Thursday that we were in Hollywood Studios, we were in line for Alien Swirling Saucers, which is kind of like a spinner type ride. And it's just a little kid ride. We were trying to kill time before our Fast Pass and our dinner reservation, so we just decided that that was the perfect wait time. It was in the area, and we get in line for it, and this little girl in line behind us starts kicking me. It started with me, and then it moved on to her kicking Jessica. And she kicked us combined 7 or 8 times. So finally, Jessica said something to the kid, child, you don't, I'm sorry, but you don't kick people. And then the parents started to get defensive and yelling at us. And they were like, well, she's kicking us, you should have told us. And I was like, well, it happened 7 or 8 times. And not to mention, I'm not going to rat the kid out the first time, because maybe it was an accident. Sometimes you do accidentally, it happens, because the queue is kind of interactive and there's things to play with, so maybe she slipped, I'm just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. And they proceeded to say that she's 3, so she's a child, and she can do what she wants because she's a child, and that we shouldn't even be in the parks because we're adults without children. And then they, like, we stopped talking to them, turned our backs on them, and then they proceeded to talk about us in Spanish and call us lonely, miserable women. So that, you'll see, I will mark it with a, I think it's disgust. It's an Inside Out sticker. I can never remember what emotion the green girl is. But regardless, it felt very fitting for this situation because I don't know about you, but I don't have a child. But when I, like, took my little cousins out or anything, I would never allow them to kick anybody ever. Like, that is not acceptable. And also, yes, I don't have any kids, but you don't know that maybe I can't have kids, or maybe, you know, you don't know people's situations, so don't just, like, say things that could be potentially really hurtful, because I have so many friends that I've lost count that have fertility issues, so I just don't feel like you should be judging people at a theme park that is open for all ages that they don't have kids, because you don't know the reason why. And yeah. And then second, I think the other weird thing that happened, it was also negative. I swear this was like a fantastic trip, but 2 of the longer stories have to do, like, I guess 3 of the longer stories are all negative, but they're like what makes the trip fun and exciting, I suppose. But our Uber got lost. We decided to Uber home from Animal Kingdom because the buses were taking too long and were too far away, and it was just going to be the easier option. So we get in our Uber, he confirms it's us and asks us where we're going like a million times. He misses the turn and takes us off of Disney property into downtown Orlando, and we were both kind of like looking at each other and like texting each other like, well, he got lost, this is weird, he missed the turn. And I wasn't really all that concerned because, like, accidents happen, people make mistakes. It wasn't until he turned off the freeway and said, "I'm not kidnapping you girls, I swear, I just missed the turn," that I started to get concerned. And obviously we didn't get kidnapped, he did just get lost, but it was just super frustrating, and his driving made me super, super, super nauseous. Also, so then we get back to the room, and I realized, that morning I thought my Dumbo necklace was missing. No, was it that afternoon? I don't remember. I put it in the afternoon, so we're going to just stay with that. Regardless, the maids had been in the room since I had seen the necklace, and I always put all my jewelry and stuff in one spot of the room. Jessica can attest to this. And had I taken it off the night before and it been missing, I would have noticed, because I can't sleep in jewelry and earrings, so I would have noticed at night when I went to take everything off that it wasn't there. And then we went to the park and we came back and I couldn't find my Dumbo necklace, so it was a whole thing. I never found the Dumbo necklace. Jessica went through all my things. My mom went through all my things. My mom went through all my things when I got home and after I unpacked. So it is gone. I don't want to blame mousekeeping, but I have very strong suspicions that their fingers might have gotten a little happy and they might have taken it. And if that's the case, that's very unfortunate, but I hope that they took it and plan on giving it to somebody who really, really wants it, and I hope that they needed it more than I did or do. I've ordered another one. It's actually supposed to come in today, real time. Today that I'm doing this voiceover is Wednesday the 16th. But it's just kind of a bummer because I got that necklace on my first trip to Disney World with Jess, so it kind of has like a sentimental value. And it's just like a bummer when stuff like that happens. Like I said, I was wearing a different necklace in the parks that day, so it would have been where I had all my other jewelry, and it wasn't. Which, again, is kind of a bummer, but what you gonna do about it? I'm not gonna let it spoil a good trip. Jessica did get to go on Test Track for the first time. She'd never been on that attraction in Epcot before, and it's always fun to do attractions with people that haven't done them. So I'm just curious, if you're watching this video, what is your favorite attraction at a Disney park? It doesn't have to be Disney World. It could be at Disneyland, in Anaheim, or Paris, or Tokyo, or the China parks. Just what is your favorite Disney attraction? For me at Disneyland, it is Splash Mountain, because as a kid growing up an hour away from the park, and a short kid that loved all the drop rides, that was always like the tallest height requirement. I couldn't wait to hit it, and like I just have this very weird nostalgia factor with that ride. So at Disneyland, it is Splash Mountain. At Disney World, I think it has to be Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway currently, or the People Mover, or the Carousel of Progress. I have this weird, again, nostalgia thing for attractions that used to be at Disneyland and are not anymore. So like the People Mover, the Carousel of Progress, Country Bear Jamboree. Specifically, the Carousel of Progress and the Country Bear Jamboree were just ripped right out of Disneyland and transported across the country to Disney World. So they are the exact attractions. At Disneyland Paris, I think Ratatouille is my favorite ride, although Ratatouille is now also at Disney World, so it kind of makes it a little less exciting. Although I think my favorite attraction on property was this like Queen of Hearts Alice in Wonderland hedge maze that they had. It was really awesome. I don't remember enough about Tokyo Disneyland, and I didn't go to Tokyo Disney Sea to definitively say my favorite ride in that park, but I think it would have to be Pirates of the Caribbean, because it's the only attraction I have vivid memories of from when I went to that park like 15 years ago. So, those are just some of my favorite attractions. And then in every park, I think a highlight that you can't go wrong with is Thunder Mountain. I think in every park that I've ridden that attraction, I don't remember doing it in Tokyo. I don't know if they have it in Tokyo, but I did it at Paris, Disney World, and Anaheim. It is just a great coaster. I do think it's better at night, and I do prefer the back row to the front row. But I just think it's a coaster that is fun for all ages. It's not too scary or too much for people that don't love thrill rides, that don't love drops. It doesn't really have many big drops. It's mainly just little bunny hills. And I love it. And I think it's better at night, like I said. I will never forget this time that Mom and I were in line for Pirates of the Caribbean at Disneyland. And if you don't know, Pirates of the Caribbean is an inside dark ride attraction, meaning it's indoors. And this guy in line behind us very seriously said, "This ride is so much better at night." And I have never been able to get that comment out of my head, because I don't understand. It's inside. It makes no difference if it's daylight versus nighttime, whereas Thunder Mountain is outside, and I think it's better at night. I don't know. Now I'm just rambling. I'm going to probably be rambling a lot, because considering this Plan With Me doesn't have a live talk-through section, it is so long. If you can't tell by the plethora of extenders I have in this week, we did a lot. So yeah, planner math was really hard this week to figure out, and I just love these little full box overlays from Plannahannah of like the characters' signatures for certain kits. I decided to use the Minnie Mouse one. I thought it was cute. I feel like Minnie gets gypped a little bit, because technically Minnie and Mickey have the same birthday, I think, if I'm remembering my facts correctly. Maybe I'm just hallucinating at this point, but I feel like she gets gypped, so I wanted to highlight her a little bit more, because, you know, everybody knows Mickey's like the main man. But I love me some Minnie Mouse, and for the first time in history at Disneyland, the flower bed in front of the park is Minnie Mouse and not Mickey for Women's Month. which is kind of crazy to think that's the first time it's ever not been Mickey, because Disneyland opened in 1955. I just had such a fun time with this base, although again, lots of planner math involved, lots of extenders, having to figure out where the extra boxes went. This spread gave me so much stress to have to lay it down. I almost put it off a ton, and then I was like, no, get it done, you'll feel better. Once you get it done, you'll feel better. Even if you just do the base today, just start it. And I ended up filming the base and the day by day, straight through, and then I made my scripts, and I was lucky enough that one of my planner friends, Delilah, foiled them for me to make this week extra special. So all my scripts this week will be foiled in hollow, just to kind of go with the theme here, because I debated really heavily if I wanted to pull in gold with this kit, because the park anniversary does have gold accents, and so does this kit, but I think ultimately hollow was the correct choice. And that month script is from Plannahannah, the month of March. I'm just using those all year. I just love them. So anyways, the first thing I'm marking on Monday is from Once More with Love, and I just decided I wanted to do my makeup this day for me. My mom came into town to visit for a couple days and to take me to the airport. We had to go to this store to pick out my mom's tile for their bathroom they're redoing. That is from Stick with the Plan Co. Then we ate lunch at Olive Garden and got some crumble cookies. And then for dinner we ordered McDonald's, and we started cleaning the globes in the light fixtures in my dining room and kitchen this night, and it turned into way more of a project than we were expecting, but that is from the foil bundle. Also, that McDonald's cheeseburger is from Scribble Prints Co, if I didn't say that. Moving into the top half of Tuesday, we cleaned my house. I really didn't want to leave my house messy, so Mom helped me clean it. That's a really old Scribble Prints Co vacuum. I would love for those to come back. Then I used another icon from the kit to mark that we rehung the globes and all the light fixtures this day. I used a suitcase from the icon add-on to mark packing for Disney. Then I used this Miss Jess Plans Hulu TV because Mom and I watched Devious Maids. A HelloFresh box came in, or we made HelloFresh. We had to make HelloFresh because I was leaving town. There was no way I got a box in that day. And then I decided I wanted to do my nails, which are the nails I have here, and they are from Color Street. I have no idea what color they're in, friends. I'm the worst, so I'm sorry about that, but I tried. Then I used a Stick with the Plan Co squidge to mark flying to Disney World, and I used Miss Jess Plans in my customs from Stick with the Plan Co to mark that we met up at the airport. Our flights arrived within 2 minutes of each other, which was super nice. Then I used a no white space stickers location icon to mark that we went to the Boardwalk Hotel. That's where we were staying this time. Then I used a lot of icons from Scribble Prints Co, including this Epcot ball to mark that we started in Epcot. If you don't know, the Boardwalk is walking distance from Epcot, so it was just super easy and convenient. The Flower and Garden Festival was going on, so again I used a icon from the add-on sheet. Then I used a Miss Jess Plans like Mickey Martini to mark that we went to the cider house. We went to La Cantina de San something or other. I don't remember what it was called. And I got a tostada. And then we went to get Jessica some chicken. So then we park hopped over to Magic Kingdom, and the first thing we did was the Monsters Inc. laugh floor. Jessica hadn't done that before either. I'd only done it once in 2016, so it'd been a long time, and it was super cute and I really enjoyed it. Then we got some popcorn. I'm still not thrilled with that sticker. It really doesn't match, but it's there now. Then we waited in line for Torture, aka It's a Small World, and I used another icon from the add-on sheet. Then we went on Haunted Mansion, which that is from Papershire. And when we walked off of Haunted Mansion, we got to see some of the fireworks going above the castle, so I just put that in. Then we rode Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which again, I have no good stickers for that, so I just used a magic band. And then we went on Splash Mountain, and that girl is from Stick with the Plan Co. No, Pumpkin Paper Co. She's from Pumpkin Paper Co. Confusing my shops here. Next, we went on Space Mountain, and again, those were the only Space Mountain stickers I have, and they are from Plannahannah. Then I just used a balloon from the add-on sheet to mark that we conquered all 3 mountains in the park this day, which is kind of like a challenge. And then we got some food at Casey's Corner to head out for the night, just to kind of end our evening. And we sat in front of the castle and ate it, which was super fun. And here's a close-up of the first half of the week. I also pulled in some hollow foiled boxes that I had from Scribble Prints Co. Just to try to help with the box situation, because I was worried about not having enough labels and little things and stuff like that. So yeah, this day we ended up at Hollywood Studios. That is from Scribble Prints Co. And then I used a pair of ears that is either from Scribble Prints Co. or RoseyPlans for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Then the coffee cup is from Miss Jess Plans because we got Joffrey's. And then I used a Mickey head from a Glittery Life Plans to mark that I purchased my Mickey and Friends necklace for the trip, which I love it. Anyways, then I used a Plannahannah bus to mark that we went to the Four Seasons to look for a Stony Clover bag. And then we ended up at Disney Springs. That is a Stick with the Plan Co. girl that I cut to put there. She's just super cute, and I wanted an excuse to pull her in. In Disney Springs, we went to a bunch of stores. I didn't mark each store individually. I just thought that was a little bit excessive and overwhelming. But we did end up eating lunch at Wolfgang Puck's Bar and Grill, and I got pizza, so I just decided to use this Mickey pizza from RoseyPlans. Then we went back to the room, and I took a nap, and that is from Paper and Milk. That is from Paper and Milk. Then we went to Hollywood Studios, and I believe the little foiled icon, back to Hollywood Studios. I believe the little foiled icon I used is from the Sticky Committee. And any of the scripts that I am putting in that I didn't make myself, I think are from Scribble Prints Co., if I didn't say that already. Then I just used a pair of glasses from Glam Planner to mark that we watched the Muppet Vision 3D. Neither of us had ever done it before, and I'm not really into the Muppets, but we did it, and I had nothing else to mark it with. Then I used a Wheezy sticker to mark going on Toy Story Mania, since that's Jessica's favorite Toy Story sticker. And then, like I said, I used a Disgust sticker from Inside Out. Well, actually, it's from Odd Loop, but the Inside Out movie, to mark that that child was kicking us, because it just had to be marked. Then moving into the top side of that extender, we rode Alien Swirling Saucers. So, of course, I needed a little alien. It is from Once More with Love. Then we used a Lightning Lane and went on Slinky Dog Dash. So I used another Once More with Love sticker from the same Toy Story sheet to mark that. Then I used a Scribble Prints Co. Mickey Fork and Knife to mark going to the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater for dinner. And this day my video did go live, so I just put it there at the bottom with a little Vanellope sticker because I wanted an excuse to use her because she's one of my favorite Disney characters. Moving into Friday, the first thing I marked was that we had breakfast at the Boardwalk Bakery. It was coffee. It was very good. And then we went to Magic Kingdom, which that is just from Scribble Prints Co. And I just love Magic Kingdom. There's just something about that castle that's just so special. Anyways, then we went on the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh, so I just used this little Eeyore sticker. And then I used another Mickey balloon from Scribble Prints Co. to mark getting popcorn. I didn't use a popcorn bucket this time because Jessica got a Mickey balloon popcorn bucket, so I thought the Mickey balloon worked just fine. So then moving to the inside of that extender, we went on Pirates of the Caribbean. I just always find Disney World's Pirates so, I want more when I get off of it. If you don't know, it's half the length of California's Pirates in Anaheim. So I grew up with that one, so it just always seems so short to me. But anyways, then we went on the Haunted Mansion again. That's from Once More with Love. Then I just used a foil plane to mark that we saw somebody skywriting while we were in line for Thunder Mountain. He was writing like Jesus is Lord and like thank God and all this kind of stuff, but it was still interesting to watch. Then I used another magic band to mark going on Thunder Mountain Railroad because again, I don't have a sticker for it. Then we ended up mobile ordering food from Pesco Bill's Tall Tale Inn and Cafe. So I used more Scribble Prints Co. fork and knife Mickey icons. Then I used the little, I don't know, magic band thing that you put your magic band to like scan a fast pass or anything for the People Mover because I don't have any stickers for that either. And then we went on Carousel of Progress, which is another attraction I don't have anything good for, so I just used a Mickey hat from Plannahannah. And then we went on Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, so that's from Once More with Love, and Jessica beat me, which is like the first time I've lost in over 10 years. So, but Disneyland's is way different. I hate the guns at Disney World, which I know sounds like an excuse, but if you've been on the two, you know. So then, moving into midday, we got some ice cream and Aunt Gravity's Galactic Goodies, so I just used the ice cream from the foil add-on. We went on the Little Mermaid attraction, and I thought Ursula worked best. And then we went on the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and Jessica had bought a Wishable bag and got Doc, so I just used a Doc sticker to mark the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Because I didn't really know what else to use. And then we went on Space Mountain again, so shout out to Plannahannah for the Space Mountain sticker. We went on Mickey's PhilharMagic, so I just used this Piper Paper Company hat to mark that, the Sorcerer hat, because it's kind of prevalent in that attraction. We went and got some Dole Whip, so I used a character from Sweet Ava's paper for that. I got the Pineapple Vanilla Swirl. It was bomb.com. Then we went to the Country Bear Jamboree, so I just used a Brave sticker from One Ton in a Million. Then we went on Splash Mountain, and that is from Once More with Love, COVID ending, like the COVID bucket sheet. And I just used a foiled arrow from the Planner Pixie Co bundle. This day we also rode all three mountains, so I put that in with another balloon, and then we ended the night at Tony's Town Square restaurant. So I just used a Miss Jess Plans wine, Mickey wine, to mark that. Moving into Saturday, which was our last day in the parks. We started our day at Animal Kingdom, which is my personal favorite park, so I was really excited about that. And the first thing we did was go on Kilimanjaro Safaris, because I could ride that attraction all day long. I absolutely just love it. And that is a map from the foil add-on. And then we went down the Gorilla Trails, or Gorilla Falls Trail, so I used a Tarzan sticker from Plan Planner for that. And while we were on the trail, the meerkats were out, and they were being super vocal and super cute, so I wanted to mark seeing that, so I just used a little Timon sticker. Then I used an Abu sticker. My phone died there, in case you're wondering how long this took to film. Anyways, then I used an Abu sticker to mark seeing the gibbons, monkeys, and they were also being super vocal, and they are my favorite part of that park, so that was super fun. We got more Joffreys. Then Jessica and I went and did the animation experience out at like Rafiki's station, the conservation station. So I put in a Goofy, because we drew Goofy, and then a Rafiki to mark that. This was the day that our Uber got lost. I think I'm skipping it. I think I went on top of the box first. Yes, I did. My bad. So then we went over and we met Kevin, and she was amazing. I'm not one to mark meeting characters, but we like sought Kevin out, and I don't regret a second of it. Then I used a Rex sticker from Toy Story to mark going on Dinosaur. Again, I don't really have like anything for that, but it is what it is. And then we played some Fossil Fun games because Jessica wanted to win a little dinosaur. And again, I had nothing for this, so I just used a little Scrump sticker from Lilo and Stitch because I love her and I wanted an excuse to use her, and I thought she kind of matched. So you know. And then on the inside, like I was starting to mention earlier, our Uber got lost, so I used another odd loop inside out character. This time I used Fear to mark that. And then I used this sticker that I cannot remember where it's from. Oh my god, that's going to drive me crazy. Grin and Bear It, maybe, is the Dumbo sticker for my Dumbo necklace going missing. And then we went to Epcot, so that foiled Epcot ball is from the Sticky Committee. The first thing, I needed food because the Uber driver made me nauseous, so we went to the poutine stand, and I mainly just got, I don't eat meat, so I got fries, and that made me feel so much better. So then I used just this little passport from the foiled add-on kit to mark Test Track. Again, I don't have anything for that. Then I used this really tiny icon from the add-on sheet to mark Going to Club Cool, because I didn't know what else to mark. Again, used to mark that really. Then we went on Spaceship Earth, which is inside the Epcot ball, so I used a Plannahannah kit to mark that, or kit sticker. Then we went on Living with the Land, so I just decided to use an orange bird sticker for that because I didn't know what else to use. Once again, lots of Plannahannah stickers coming in clutch though. Then we went on Figment, Journey into Your Imagination, so I used a Plannahannah Figment sticker for that. Those are the only Figment stickers I have. Like, Hannah, thank you so much for making this spread possible. Then the last thing I marked on the inside of that underlay was that, using another odd loop sticker, was that I met RoseyPlans. Jessica and I were over looking at these baby birds, and all of a sudden I heard, oh my god, RoseyPlans. And when I tell you that this was a literal shock of a lifetime, I mean it. It seriously, I couldn't get over it. It made my day. I called my mom like immediately afterwards, and it was just such a highlight. I just couldn't believe it. So thank you so much for saying hi. I will, of course, put all of her socials and Instagram down below so you guys can find her, because she is just the sweetest and super amazing. Then the first thing I marked on top using an Olive Winnie the Pooh balloon sticker was that we went to the Honey Bistro to try, I don't know, some beverage they had there. And then we got some crepes, and then we went on Remy to end our trip, which is just like the saddest thing ever. So the first thing I marked on Sunday was that TSA doesn't like Joffrey's coffee because they had to cut it open and test it to make sure I wasn't trying to do anything naughty on the plane. Then I used a Stick with the Plane Co. squidge sticker, like crying on an airplane. Maybe he's sleeping. I think he's actually sleeping, but I always took it as like him pulling I think he's sleeping. Wow, I've looked at those wrong for years. But anyways, to me, it was like him. I don't want to go like crying and pulling, but he's sleeping. Oops. Then I unpacked. Mom and I ordered Chewies and Krispy Kreme because Mom is the worst influence on my diet. I put in a sadness sticker because I didn't find my Dumbo necklace. I did laundry, so that is just, again, from the Icon freebie. And then it was NASCAR. It was at Las Vegas, so I just decided to use a little Glam Planner unicorn this time instead of one of the Space Girls, just to save room. And I just thought it matched and was kind of magical because, you know, it's a unicorn. Also, this font that I used to customize my script, I got off of defont.com. It is totally free. It is called Waltograph. If you just search Walt in defont.com, it will come up. I have used this font before when I went to Disneyland with Keaton last August, so I already had it, which made things extra easy, but I had like a million scripts I felt like to format. It would have been way more had I not had any of the foiled scripts from Scribble Prints Co, but I had a ton of those, and like List Plans just destashed all of her foil to me, and she had a ton, so that really did help fill this in. But I'm just feel so lucky that I had a friend who could foil them for me to just make this week extra special and foily. Like, just wait until you see the wiggle. Like, just wait, you all. I couldn't stop wiggling it. I could have sat there all day. I had to tear myself away. So, also, I feel like I should have said this earlier, but I have clothes in the washer and dryer, and I feel like one of them is about to end. So if you hear the little, like, singing, chirping tune shortly, that's what it is. Also, if you've made it this far to this video, I'm going to copy what my friend Brittany from Miss Maxinese did, and I want you to leave the most magical emoji you can find in my comment section down below to let me know that you made it this far. It could be whatever you define as magical. I'm going to leave that open to you, open to interpretation, and I just want to see who of you have made it this far. Brittany did it in her SPC, like, farmers market spread, and I just thought it was so fun, so I wanted to steal it and try it for myself. So thank you, Brittany, for that idea. And here is what I had left over from the kit and the add-on sheet. As you can tell, I used pretty much all of the icons that went with this. I really feel like I got my money's worth out of this kit. Apart from larger boxes, I really don't have a ton left. And here comes the anticipated wiggle. I haven't filmed the stuff for, like, my Instagram stories yet for this spread, but I don't even know how I'm going to do it because I just feel like this spread is just so good. This might have taken my favorite spread of the year so far slot. It's definitely between this and the Adore kit I use on Valentine's Day. 100% my two favorite spreads this year. But basically, that is our Disney trip. It was so packed. We did so much stuff. And I feel like the lines were kind of horrific when we were there. They were not great. And I still feel like we were able to get so much accomplished. And it was such a good distraction just from the world and everything that has been going on. I just feel like it was such an escape that my brain just needed, and I miss Disney and I cannot wait to go back. I feel like if you're a Disney person, you get it. Like, as you're leaving, you're mentally planning your next trip to try to help ease the pain that this one is over. At least that's how I am. And I just feel like I need to book another Disney trip because it's just too fun. And I have some extender ideas I want to try. And I feel like the only time I'm going to have enough to try them is at Disney. But that's going to complete this plan with me. And I'll see you in my next one, friends. Bye.